This is how we can see that imperialism is always a virus that eventually infects its architect.
2 remand prisoners linked to Palestine Action have ended their hunger strikes after apparently winning significant concessions from the government. 31-year-old Hiba Moraisi and 28-year-old Cameron Ahmed had refused food for 73 and 66 days respectively when they called an end to the strike. Also ending his hunger strike is Louis Kiramello. A diabetic, he has been fasting every second day for the last 46 days. According to a statement from Prisoners for Palestine, the decision to end the strike on Wednesday followed a decision from the UK government to refuse Israeli arms company Elbit Systems a £2 billion contract.
At one point, Britain presumably sought to preserve and build its identity around the idea that this is a country that is based on the rule of law, that is based on civil liberties, Enlightenment principles. And now we are seeing, people being detained, more than 2,000 arrested for simply holding a placard stating a political principle. We are seeing an organization that hasn't claimed the lives of a single human being being designated as a terrorist organization, something that the UN has said is a concerning misuse of anti-terror legislation. So that's not my analysis, that's the analysis of the UN. We are seeing defendants being left to die without getting access to healthcare. The only reason they have access to healthcare, because they were, of course, denied access to medical support. Ambulances were not allowed in the prison when they were at a very, very critical stage in their hunger strike. They were only allowed in following protests from outside of the prison. We're seeing people detained for 18 months without a trial, without a single conviction, being denied reading materials, the basic rights that you might assume that someone in prison might be able to have. And so this is how we can see that imperialism is always a virus that eventually infects its architect. The things that we have promoted, the things that the West has promoted across the world, the cheapening of human life, the privileging of property over people, the corruption and the perversion of the political process is something that will always turn back into the homeland. And that's what we are seeing, because these kinds of tactics are not going to end with the Palestine Action prisoners, but it is ushering in an era of, I would argue, authoritarianism within this country that is being done in the defense of a colonial project abroad.